Alright, today I wanted to talk to you about these Beamtech LED headlight bulbs. I didn't think the factory bulbs were the best, so I decided to look for an upgrade. I looked around quite a bit. One of the videos I watched was at UTV Dirt, so I want to give a shout out to them. They did help me decide on these Beamtechs, and I feel like they're definitely worth the money. They're about $39 on Amazon, and I've been running them for about 5 months. They're a direct replacement for the 9008 or H13 bulb in this case, but they do have other versions. Packaged really well. You get the instruction manual, you get a little Allen key for adjustment of the beam. I'll show you that here in just a bit. This is how they compare to the factory H13 bulb. They're a little bit shorter. The base looks about the same as far as where it comes in contact with the machine. And the Beamtech light, the plug is on a little bit of a cord, but they fit in really well. No issues with clearance. There's plenty of room to allow cooling. One of the reasons I went with these bulbs in particular is because for cooling they just use these fins. Some of the bulbs, quite a few of the bulbs that I looked at, use a fan built into the base here. I just didn't think with the environment that they were going to be operated in, dusty and possibly wet, that fan was going to be able to hold up for very long. So I think these are going to be much more durable, and I don't think cooling is going to be an issue at all. The Allen key is for this set screw that goes in here to lock the base in position, because the bulb needs to be rotated to your liking. I moved it to several different locations before figuring out which position I liked best, but I found a much easier way eventually that I'll show you here today. So you can spin the base to different locations, so the orientation of the headlight itself in the headlight assembly will rest at different angles. So then you can fine tune it to get the best beam pattern, and it does make quite a difference by moving that. So I'll get you outside here later and show you how I adjusted the beam and show you the differences between the different positions. So when you're deciding which position to leave the bulb in, leave this set screw out. I've left it out on the bulb that I just installed back into the Ranger, so we can use that one for changing the beam pattern. But when you install it, then just turn the bulb in with these tabs and get it locked in there. And then with the lights on in an area where you can see the beam pattern really well, just spin the vents back and forth, and the bulb will rotate with the base of the bulb locked into the headlight assembly. So now I've installed that Beamtech bulb on this side. So like you can see, there's plenty of clearance. The plug being on that small length of cord, I don't think that's a pro or a con. It just works just fine. Alright, so I have the factory bulb on the passenger side, the LED bulb on the driver's side, and right now the passenger side is covered up. So this is just one Beamtech headlight right now. I wanted to show you how the pattern changes when rotating the bulb. So I'm going to start spinning it. And that's 180 degrees of spin, so it just starts repeating. So I leave it about right there. Now I'll do a comparison between the factory bulb and the Beamtech. One more thing to mention is that When I switched to these LED bulbs, I did get a lot of brights flashed at me from oncoming traffic on the highway, so you may need to angle your headlight assemblies down. I did that, and it seems to have fixed the issue. See where that spring is right here. There's a screw right behind that plastic that you can use to adjust the headlight from the top. And then there are also 2 locations that you can adjust underneath. And one is right here. Just loosen that and adjust the headlight where it needs to be, tighten it back up. Another one right here. So that took care of my issue. I'm really happy with how it covers the road. I may put some spot cubes up front to project down the road a little bit farther at highway speeds. Otherwise, very happy with the bulbs.